Okay, so I'm going to continue working in resetting up this A5 ring planner. And I'm just going to flip through what I already have in here, and I'm going to kind of go through the sections and see what I want to reuse, what I want to remove, those type of things. I do want, that was one of the goals that I had for this planner, is to um, have more decor, have some fun pieces to look at. I'm kind of all over with my style. I like all types of different things. So I want to make sure that I'm including that. Let's see. There's just like some notes, and like there's some just, trash that's not relevant anymore. There's just all kinds of things in here. So trying to figure out, so what do I want? Let's try to just use this. Okay, just try to say like calendar, and obviously we'll have the today marker, and then we'll have my 24 plan, and we have writing and videos. I just don't know what to do with all of this. Okay. So my 24 plan stuff was just going to be like admin, website pages, things like that. And then I had writing, and I wanted to keep, I don't know, that should be plenty of paper for writing. The thing is that I can refill this by coming down the stairs and getting more paper. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to have everything. And I don't want to be where I don't have enough, where it's like, oh, I wish I could have wrote that down. If I had gone downstairs and got more paper, I would have wrote that down. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be like that. But I also don't have to have it just stuffed full, I'll put that back in there in a second. Okay, videos. I mean, there's a few pages right there. I think that's okay. All right, let's see. And then the other big category, well, I got my membership groups, social, and homeschool. There's just been a lot with homeschool, that I wish I had a clip for that. With homeschooling, with taking a lot of notes lately, because I've been doing a lot of research. My goodness. Maybe I do acrylic paint on the notebook paper. I mean, that works pretty well on notebook paper, but the watercolor doesn't work as well. And the acrylic paint is flatter, so it doesn't get that whole, craziness happening. But so maybe I'll take out the writing pages that are on this and save these for my dailies, because I just like them. But even making those types of decisions, like what I just said, those things are important, because it really can be a deal breaker, right? Like, or like having the pages that are all stuck together. Like, nobody wants to use that. Let's use some more of these. I'll try to keep those in there for now for writing. And then I'll just put this right here, just so I don't forget to put it back in there. Okay. So that's the other thing too, is that, it's like, when do you take it out? And then maybe I get at least 2, maybe 4 of the book rings and archive it that way. I mean, obviously I can archive it in another binder. That's always an option as well. And I need to fix this because I don't know. I think I put that over the top to kind of thicken that. But I don't know what I did. I don't know. I need to redo that. I need to redo that. Anyways, I did like this a lot. You know, I do. I like this a lot. There's my 12-week year book outline that I made. I don't know that I need all of that in there for social, but and I need to reprint the Facebook group things. I do know that. So here we have, let's see, back that up off of the screen for a second so I can see what this is. Alright, so basically what I'm going to need is some more paper, because I need lots of paper to write on. Make notes on. What do I need to do? There's some task lists. Like, oh, that's the other thing too, is that I need to make sure that I have room for collections and for the to-do list, the ongoing running things, if I think of it, write it down list. I need to make sure that I have space for that in my planner. So what is this? Oh, this is this needs to go behind calendar. Oops. Let's try that again. I was scared of smashing my fingers, so I didn't close it correctly. There we go. I'm not sure what I put that. I'm going to do a calendar. So we'll put those in like that. There's some more decor things, but I'm just going to kind of move those out of the way right now. And I don't think I'm going to use the weekly, so I'm going to put that back in my bin. And see what I have. So now I need to go back in here for these daily pages and finish January. Let's see. 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, 31. I'm just going to leave that. Make this over. Well, no, I'm not. I'm going to put this in. We'll just use this one maybe. Oops. Use this one as the divider there. And then put the dailies in. Close that. And I don't know what date it is. It's not the 20th. I don't even know what it is. We're right here. So I only have a few more days of January. Go figure. Like, why don't it just go like as fast as it possibly can? All right. So here I have some. I had originally picked this to keep up with my YouTube subscribers. It's kind of motivating when you see it like this. This is a year one though. I don't know that I realized that. But I can still make notes in those boxes. It's encouraging to see it like that because Lord, I mean, it's not like, if you're a YouTuber, you know that this is not like an overnight success train that we're writing. But it's very hard it's super challenging to stay motivated and stay, and consistent, like all the things, right? When you're trying to do something that's just like so slow moving. And so this was a way that, that I thought would be helpful for me to see growth. You know what I mean? Like, even if it was just one, like, okay, Christina, you are growing, like, it's just slower. So I'm going to use one of these, and I'm going to put in my YouTube tracker, like keeping notes on, or the video tracker rather, for statistics and just general notes about it, next to the page as well. So I have some more of those, which I didn't really have them labeled, so I think we're okay. Oh, I think that's what it was, where I was going to use these, but I think I will put in like one, because that'll give me like two basically, and then I will see if I use it, right? One paper is not going to hurt anything. So we'll put that in. But I really don't think that I'm going to use it like that. I think I'm going to just make notes like I have been doing. And then my reference section goes in the back. And I need to get some more paper. Ooh, don't do that. I don't like it. Okay. So, I'll just tell you guys, because I don't want to show you everything, which my kids' shoe sizes is not relevant, but I have a bunch of shoes that I'm keeping for my youngest, and then I wanted to keep track of that, of what I have on hand. For Amazon, I have an affiliate tracker that I'm using. Basically, I'm just tracking like the clicks and how many things I have ordered for the Amazon affiliate program. And then I have where I measured, I can show you this, where I measured my hairline and forehead and cheekbones and jaw, my chin and all the things to get my face shape, because I obviously didn't know it. And then wrote down like the width and the bridge and the arm length of glasses, and like the good shape, like square and rectangle, and even aviators look like the best on oval shaped faces. So I wrote that down because I wear glasses, right? So that's useful information. I also have, let's see, a list of kind of some people that I follow, to where I'm trying to stay a little bit more engaged. So I have a bunch of the planner community people just kind of written down. It's from a long time ago, and I just kept it in here, and sometimes I refer to it. I have login and passwords for a few things, just a general life stuff. And then I have some homeschool logins and passwords. And so that's pretty much my reference section. And I'm going to attempt to, well, I'm just not going to put it in yet. I'll leave that right here beside me. All right, so I'm going to close these rings, and I'm going to look in my bin for some paper. So like I mentioned, if I use watercolors, I'm going to put that in a different spot. If I use watercolor, I can watercolor on the Sology paper, but the right, like school notebook paper, like college roll notebook paper, will take acrylic paints pretty well. So, maybe I use that a little bit. I'm going to need some more of those in there, I think, because I took them out. I don't know what I want for like a running to-do list. So these would be daily pages, so hopefully I have enough here. It looks like I do for February. So I'll kind of pull those out just to kind of get those ready. I don't need that. A little bit of Stalogy paper there. I don't have a lot of paper cut for some stupid reason. This is a little bit thicker paper and the edges are rough, but I could punch this and actually use it, you know. I like to deconstruct books of paper. You know, at the thrift stores and stuff, you'll find that people have torn out the paper that they've written on, but it's like, hey, this other paper is still good. Or maybe it's like kind of ugly cover or whatever. Or say I've even started using the notebook and then I, you know, changed my mind. Because Lord knows I don't do that, right? And then you can just use the rest of it, you know. And it doesn't have to be A5 size. Like it could be smaller, you know. So maybe I try. That's terrible. If I really rip it like pretty bad, then I just say, okay, well, I'm not using that. But other than that, I try to still use the paper, you know, because there's nothing wrong with it. But I'm pulling this apart, obviously, so that it will flip right in my rings. So maybe we can use this in my homeschool section. That'll be good. Let me see what else I have. And I had like this, like I found this in a notebook. I don't know which way it goes, this way. It's kind of like old, like smaller ledger paper. Like you can kind of keep balances and stuff on there. If you're tracking, like say for a project or something. This isn't terrible, but let me pull that out. And I do have some more of that paper that I just was working with. This paper isn't terrible. I'll pull some of that out. Let's see. Oh, and I have this too. This is already punched. That's kind of a good thing. Yeah, definitely need some more paper. Let's see. This would be kind of good. I like this paper actually. I know it's kind of weird, but I really liked it. I used it like for scratch paper and I just ripped it out. These were good. I think those are good. Let me try to just pull a few more things out of here. Oh look, there's some more, but they're just one-sided, but that'll work. Just try to use those up. And here's some more paper back here. I think that's Moleskine paper actually. Alright, so I need to redo that label. Okay, so let's see. I'll do. So I need a place to put good night, that's too much. Good grief, that make my veins pop out of my neck. I'm in my room, in my office rather, all alone. So I'm making jokes and laughing at myself. But it really did hurt my neck. Alright. Anyhow, I need a place to put the list. So the list that I had in here were like homeschool lists, personal to do, home to do, my 24 plan to do, So where does that stuff go, right? Where does that stuff go? Tracking things where I was thinking. Okay, so maybe I'm going to just like get out all the stuff. I'm going to take a picture of this, my filming station, when I get done with this video. Let's do, oops. Come on, what's happening? You have to hold that down. What am I thinking about? 12-week year. My nails won't let me use this. 12-week year. E-A-R. Lord help me. E-A-R. Print. Homeschool notes. What else would I say? Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I remember now. See, just go back where you were. If you don't know what you're talking about, just go back to where you were. So I'm going to actually write in here planner, like my planner, like you need to do these things. And then I'm going to say, home. I don't want to use all capitals, so I don't need to yell it. Print. And then, obviously homeschool notes will just go behind homeschool. The My24 plan, maybe I need to put a section for like admin. Come on. Admin. Talking to myself because I can't work my fingers. And pages. And you know what else I'm going to do? These don't necessarily have to have their own like big divider. It could have like the magazine, like this. Like that's all it has to have. And it's almost like a subsection kind of, right? Because it goes behind my 24 plan. But what was I thinking about? Oh, I know what it was. My 24 plan, or my 24 recap is what I'm calling it. That is my newsletter. And if you are not on my newsletter list, you need to get on my newsletter list, because I am really working hard to send out weekly. I'm trying to do monthly right now, but I would like to get on a more frequent email schedule. So, when your list isn't as big, you don't have like as much going on. But I do have stuff going on, so I kind of need to send it more. But yeah, so that way you can just stay up with what's happening, with all the things. Oh yeah, memberships. I need to redo that one. So let's do that. And then maybe I also, I'm typing 1 second, memberships. Maybe I also, I forgot what I was going to say. I just think it's helpful to have like these sections, you know, kind of where you know where to put things. Oh, that's what I'm going to say. I don't remember. So you know where to put things, right? Like, what are all the things? What are you missing? What's important to you, right? So maybe I put like a professional, like we'll call it like pro development. Devel, I don't know, DE, let's see. We can't fit all of that on there, you know. Devel, yeah. Develop, I don't know. Pro develop, that sounds all right. All right, that's all I can think of right now. All right. So yeah, I'm going to use, I don't have it down here. I'm going to use Post-it tabs, page tabs, like, I don't know if I have any down here. I have some, but not very many. Like this size, and put those labels on. Those aren't Post-it. These are really good. I got these on Amazon, and they are good, but they're softer, but they still have a really good purpose for them. You know, like I use them in books and stuff more. I just don't use that kind for my page, you know, marking sections in my planner, because they won't hold up. But like for books and things like that, they're fantastic. And these are too little, but they are Post-it. So I'm just going to leave that and do that upstairs. But I do want those sections in my planner. And I'm going to try to continue using these. Look at all of that. That's crazy. I'm going to try to keep using these so that I can get use out of those extra pages.